Hello everyone, welcome back to another great episode of Raihana's Cuisines. Today we are going to be making roasted potatoes in the oven. And these are super delicious, super simple to make. If you want to know how to make this, go ahead, stay tuned. But before you do so, if you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so, and hit the bell so that you get a notification every time we upload a video. So let's get started. So for the potatoes, we're gonna need here, I have 5 pounds of white potatoes that I have peeled and cubed. Into our potatoes, before we put them in the tray, I'm going to be putting some avocado oil on the bottom so they don't stick. We're also going to be doing some lemon pepper, like a teaspoon of lemon pepper, a teaspoon of cayenne. I've got a teaspoon of paprika, and then we're gonna do salt to taste. And this is going to be our ingredients to put for our potatoes. So we're gonna stick these potatoes in 400 degrees I'm gonna cover them. We're gonna make a quick cheese sauce. For the cheese sauce, we're gonna require here, I have 4 tablespoons of white flour, 4 tablespoons of butter. We're gonna do about half a teaspoon of black pepper. I have a cup and a half of just cheddar cheese, 1 cup of milk, and salt to taste. Now, if you want to make this gluten-free, you can. I will put up a link for my gluten-free white sauce on the right-hand side of the screen. So make sure you click on that and watch if you want to make this recipe gluten-free. So basically, super simple. I'm just going to take my avocado oil, and I'm just going to put that on the bottom so that the potatoes don't stick. And then I'm just going to take my potatoes and put them right here onto the tray. The trick to these potatoes is just to make sure that they're covered really well so that the steam is going to cook these potatoes. And also using a nice big tray like this and separating them is also going to help with baking them evenly. All right, next thing we're going to do is, now we're just going to sprinkle it with everything that I mentioned. Now, if you wanted to do black pepper in here, you can. My lemon pepper had a lot of black pepper in it this time, so that's why I didn't. But otherwise, I like having black pepper in there. All right. Next thing we're going to do is you're going to need some butter. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab my butter that I had put for the white sauce here. So you're gonna need 4 tablespoons that goes inside the potatoes, and then we're gonna need 4 tablespoons that actually you're gonna need for the cheese sauce. Now we're just gonna take some foil. I'm gonna cover this up, put it in 20 minutes, halfway through we'll turn them around, put them back in for 20 minutes. So 400 degrees, in they go. All right, so turn the stove on. Let's go ahead and add our butter in here, let that melt. It's got my butter melted nicely. Now we'll add our flour in here. We're gonna mix this until we have a nice tan color, like a nice, you're gonna smell the white sauce as well. It's gonna be a really nice aroma that's gonna come out of it. We have a nice tan color at this point. I'll go ahead and add my milk in here. Now we might need to add more milk in here depending on how thick this gets, okay? So I'm gonna let you know. A good mix. And make sure that you keep on stirring this, and it's already becoming really nice and thick. And at this point, I can see that we need more milk in here, so I'll add about half a cup more. Stir that. Add another half a cup. Okay, I think we should be good at this time. Okay, now I'll go ahead and add my cheese in here. And if you want to add more cheese in there, go ahead. It's just all up to you how much cheese you want in there. Okay, we're gonna wait until the cheese melts. While that's happening, I'll go ahead and add my salt in there to taste. Make sure you do a taste test and make sure you adjust the seasoning accordingly. I'll do black pepper just because I love black pepper in my white sauce. And you just want to cook this until you have a really nice velvety consistency. So our cheese sauce is all done. Now let's go ahead, wait for our potatoes to come out, and I'll show you what everything looks like together. All right, so this came out of the oven. The potatoes are only halfway done, all right? I just want to show you every step. So sometimes, depending on the potatoes, they might cook faster, and that's why it is best to take it out at the halfway through and just check it. So I can tell that these are pretty soft. I mean, they're getting there. So they're quite fork tender. So I'm gonna put them in for another 5 minutes. So I'm not gonna do the whole 40 minutes, all right? So now I'll just put them back because I want them just a little crispy. And now I'm gonna leave them open so I can get a little bit of nice golden brown on the potatoes. So these go back in. This, what I did here was the last 5 minutes, like not the last, but we put it in for 22 minutes. And then when we took it out, I told you that the potatoes were completely cooked through, which they are. So then I stuck them in and I just put it on broil for 5 minutes. And this is what it looks like. So let me get this into our serving bowl, and then I'll get our cheese sauce out. I'll put the cheese sauce on top of it, and then we'll do a quick taste test. Our potatoes are ready. They're fork tender. They are gorgeous. They cooked so fast today. I've got my cheese sauce ready, and I'm gonna be uploading the video for the salmon. This is a oven baked salmon that I just did. I'll be uploading that next week. So make sure that you're subscribed to watch that video. So now what I am going to do is I'm just quickly going to, if you have, this is completely optional. If you have some dried parsley flakes, crush some and just kind of sprinkle some on top. This is completely optional. So if you want, you can do it. If you don't just leave it out. Now, what I am going to do is I'm going to do a taste test, but I also want to take these potatoes. I'm going to put some potatoes over here in my plate. Now I'm going to drizzle our cheese sauce that we made right on top of it, just like that. All right, now let's see what it tastes like. So super fork tender, super fork tender. Oh my God. Potatoes are so soft. They're velvet inside my mouth. And then the cheese sauce is super velvety and it's super creamy, and the cheese is coming through, and it's absolutely delicious. And if I eat it with my salmon here, I'm gonna have a really good dinner today. So today we made oven baked roasted potatoes with homemade cheese sauce. I hope you guys enjoyed the time with me in the kitchen today. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Raihana's Cuisines. Hope you can join me here next time with another great video. See you then, friends.